So, hi. um, I had a pretty bad case of wait. So, I was pretty depressed as a teenager, and I think it started actually pretty early in my childhood, but it was really at this. My self esteem at what was at its lowest when I was like in middle school or high school. And I'm not going to go into details, but I came to a point where I kind of knew I had to do something about it. Like, I couldn't spend the rest of my life hating myself and not liking myself and thinking that I was a horrible person or that I didn't deserve love. So I looked myself in the mirror and I said, I will find a way to fall in love with myself. I have to, because it's either that or so I started my self-love journey thanks to that, actually. So yeah, and that's why I started my self-love journey, and that's why I'm here, actually, like teaching you how to love yourself and all. um I think one of the biggest thing that has changed me and changed my life and the way I live and the way I feel about myself or even other people and the world in general is affirmations. I know some people are going to tell you that it does nothing, and I know some people are going to come at me being like, "Oh, just saying that you that you like yourself, or just looking at yourself and saying good things won't change." Girl, first of all, shush, please. I'm talking. Second of all, I need you to understand that affirmation is not just about saying words. It's not just about saying words. Words are powerful. They are powerful because that's why you have programmed in your mind that tells you that you are not good enough, or that because you're black your life is going to be like that, or because you're white your life is supposed to be like that, or because you're a woman your life is supposed to be like that. You have programmed your mind into thinking pretty much everything you think today. It's a program that is been put in your mind over and over and over again, and depending on how much it's been repeated to you and how much you like it also, well, it sticks with you. And so that's why I think affirmations are very, very important and very powerful, because your brain is a computer, and the information you give it, it just takes. It does not really care if it's truth or false. It's just going to take everything you give it. That's why your attention is so fucking important. And that's why people are always trying to grab your attention. Here, you have a ad here, you have a ad here, an ad, and an ad, and an ad, and another one. And we are trying to sell you this, and you're trying to sell. They all want your attention because that's how they get you. That's how they get you, through your attention. Seeing something every day for years and years and years, hearing something every day for years and years and years, thinking something about yourself for years and years and years, it's going to change you. It's going to do something to you. Obviously. And that's why I started with affirmations. Also, other than the fact that my brain was a computer, and I understood that if I was to become more comfortable with even the idea of me hearing myself say good things to me, positive things to me, and sending love to me, because that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to love myself, and just by trying that, and just even if it was uncomfortable at the beginning, it worked on me, and I think it can work on anyone. But also, I think it works the best when you do your own affirmations. You have to write those fucking affirmations yourself. I swear to God, that's the way I did it, and that's why it worked on me. I started by looking at other people talking about it, obviously, and I was like, okay, I'm going to write what they are talking about. And at some point, if you want if you want it to work really well, and if you want it to work faster and more clearly on you, you have to look at yourself and say, okay, I know I'm uncomfortable with this specific subject. I know i I don't believe in this specific thing about myself. For example, I always liked my body, I would say, but I wasn't a big fan of like my nose, or very specific things about me, very specific thing that not everyone was going to be insecure about, obviously. But I kind of just said, well, then that's where I need to give love, even if it makes me uncomfortable a little bit, even if I'm like, oh, but I don't really see it. Well, bitch, you're gonna force yourself to see it, and you're gonna see it because it's there. Everything you want is already there. You just have to actually open your eyes to the possibility of it just being maybe not quite what you expected it to be. I've grown around a lot of white people because I was adopted. My whole family is white. So I didn't really have a lot of people who looked like me. But I had Rihanna on the fucking TV, and I knew she was fucking beautiful. And we pretty much have the same type of features. So how could I see the beauty in her and not see it in myself? How could I be comfortable saying that she was one of the most beautiful women I've had ever laid my eyes on, and not say that when I looked at myself in the fucking mirror? Like, girl, wake up, please. Wake up. And you see, that's why it's not really about the way you look. It's not really about what you have or what you do not have. It's about what you think. It's about what you say to yourself. It's about what you repeat every day to yourself, saying, oh, I like this, and I'm not good enough for this, or I'm not getting this, or I will never go there. And, well, baby, obviously you won't. You don't believe in it. You can't even see it. You're not even capable of seeing it. You're not capable of saying it. So yes. Oh, oh. So yes, working with your own affirmations and doing them and making them personal is going to have a bigger impact on you, because you know yourself better than anyone. Even if you don't like yourself, you still know yourself better than anyone. You know yourself better than anyone. You know where you are, in what you are insecure about. You know where you lack self-love. You know that. So you know what to say to yourself. You're just uncomfortable because you don't believe it's true. Well, we don't care. Get comfortable with it. The fuck? Get comfortable with the idea. Get comfortable with the words and say it every day. What I did is that every day I would start my day, I would do my yoga, and then I would go in front of the mirror and say to myself, I am beautiful. I love myself. I have beautiful eyes. I have a beautiful nose. I love the roundness of my nose. I love my plump lips. I love the length of my hair. I love my skin color. And I would just say everything I loved about myself and everything that I liked, even a little bit, like my beauty marks. I love the way they are spread around my body, and I love the way they look. Well, I would compliment that. Every day I would compliment something about myself, and every day I would give myself affirmation. I am beautiful, I am strong, I am courageous, I get everything I want, and people tell me how beautiful I am every time I step outside. And I mean, well, people, they do that. It's because I did my affirmation. Maybe it's just because now I'm just willing to hear them and actually be like, well, yes, you're right. But it worked. And I know it sounds like it's like nothing, and saying just words won't work. It will. If you do it and you repeat it, it will. Because the reason I'm asking you to do affirmations, it's not because you're going to suddenly change your mind about the way you look or about the way you feel. No, but you're going to get used to thinking differently. You're going to get used to hearing things differently and seeing things differently. And you're going to get used to putting your attention and your mind into seeing what you actually like rather than what you do not like. And that's the goal. The goal is to put your brain at work, not on everything that you do not like and on overthinking about how much of a failure you are. No, the goal is to see that, okay, I didn't do as great as I maybe thought I should, but fuck, I did better than what I used to. Or, oh, I did this today, and 10 years ago, I wasn't even thinking about the fact that I would be capable of doing that. Or now I think that my eyes are beautiful, and I spend way more time doing my eye makeup, and I spend way more of a fun time doing my eye makeup because I actually see the beauty that there is in the color and the shape or whatever. And you will find more and more and more beauty in you because your mind will be on that plane, of thoughts, on that vibration, and you put your mind on it just through saying those words. First, you say it out loud because your mind needs to hear them. It needs to hear everything that you want to be true. Well, you say it. For example, you have a big dream, like you want to be, I don't know, a rapper or something. Well, tell yourself, I am a great poet. I have so much ease finding beautiful words to share to the world. I have so much ease expressing my feelings and my mind into words. I have so much ease. Like, literally, you just go and find something and say it and go with what comes. And if you like it, not write it down and do it every day, every morning. Find what you need and find and give it to yourself. Actually, find what you want and find what it is that you want to think about yourself, and then give it to you. First, give it to yourself. It's not the world that has to tell you that you're beautiful to believe that you're beautiful. It's not the world that has to tell you that you're talented. No, you have to believe that you are, because you know what? Talented people, what do? They use their talent and they succeed in what they want, and they succeed in what they do. Because why would I be here doubting and arguing about my worthiness when I could just be fucking worthy of what I'm saying I want to be worthy of? Like, I could just spend my time acting like I'm worthy rather than asking myself if I am. Like, am I worthy to, I don't know, create a platform and have people follow me and follow my journey and listening to my words? Well, girl, I don't know. I suppose you're going to find out. I suppose there is only one way to find out. Why do I feel like I'm scolding you? Maybe I am a little bit. But it's all love, always. Like, I don't think I have one mean bone in my body. Especially if you are someone... Wow. Oh, wow. My feet. But yes, especially if you are someone like who has a hard word with word of encouragement, words of affirmations, do it. You need to do it. You more than anyone else need to do it. You need to do affirmation. If you have a hard time with word of affirmation, if you have a hard time with word of encouragement and showing love through words and compliments and all that, you need to do affirmations. You, more than anyone, needs to do it. You have to get rid of that uncomfortable feeling that you get every time someone says good about you, because that's not okay. That's not normal. It's not cute that you think that you have to be humble all the time. You can say to yourself, I am beautiful, and not be a bitch about it. Like, literally. I don't know, like, maybe I should, like, give you advice on how to create your own affirmations, but I feel like if you, because I mostly talk about self-love, but it's because to me self-love is like the core of everything else in spirituality, meaning that the confidence, the trust, and the love that you feel for yourself and that you have for yourself is going to make you so much powerful when it comes to manifesting and creating the life that you dream about and meeting the people that you want to meet and the type of people that you want to meet and being able to even see them and connect with them in the way that you want to connect with them, because it's all about you and the way you see your life and the way you see yourself living it. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe in your worthiness to receive love or compliments, well, no matter if you receive them or not, you're not going to hear them, you're not going to believe them. So what's the point? What's the point of wanting something that you don't believe you can have? What's the point of wanting something that you don't believe you can do, or wanting to be something that you don't believe you can be? What's the point? What's the point? Like, what you gonna do with that? Just stay here and suffer because you want things? That's not the point. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. So we need to change that. And affirmations are going to help you do that. Please do your affirmations. That's all I had to say. Peace. Bye.